When an Indonesian horror movie with my favourite actress gets released, I always make sure I watch it. Aghniny Haque, and I'm sure I've said that wrong, seems to be turning into the new Chelsea Islan, Julia Estelle, or Tara Basro, and if a movie with those four was ever released, that would be an instant must-watch. And while I like watching Aghniny Haque movies, even if they are terribly average like KKN or Koran, one thing I don't enjoy is watching super religious horror movies, which makes watching Indonesian films really difficult. However, while this movie can't go a minute without some kind of religious dialogue, I actually found myself enjoying the ride it took me on. But I'm really starting to doubt that Aghniny can act. Layla comes from a family of corpse washers. Their job is to prepare the dead body for burial, to clean it from its sins and anything that might prevent the soul from being accepted into heaven. When a series of deaths occur in her village, all involving her mother and her mother's group of friends, Layla discovers a connection, a piece of barbed wire found in the bodies of all the dead women. As she investigates more, she discovers another woman was part of her mother's friendship group and is getting revenge for her wrongful death. I know I said I enjoyed this film, and I did, that's not a lie. I'm really conflicted about whether I should recommend it to you or not. First, the religion issues. It's very strong, and if you loathe religious horror movies, then this movie is not for you. The other thing are the possession scenes. There's just something strange about the way the actors portray being possessed that looks more like they're having a seizure than being invaded by an evil spirit. They just look silly, and the problem is they occur very frequently. And then there is the fact that I'm not convinced that Aghniny can act. She's beautiful, and I like watching her movies, but during any emotional scenes, her face just breaks apart and she becomes unbelievable. But there is something about this film that just makes it interesting. It's probably the novel idea of the focus on a corpse washer, which would be the Western equivalent of a movie being focused on a coroner, like The Autopsy of Jane Doe, mixed with a whodunit mystery of trying to work out why these middle-aged women are being killed. Then of course there's the social message about mob mentality and village justice, which can be quite brutal to watch, but the introduction of the police character is there to ensure that no one is above the law. So yes, I like this film, and I think if the topic is interesting for you, then it could be a title well worth your time. Just be forewarned about the heavy religious scenes all throughout the film. This is one of the more interesting Indonesian horror films that I've seen in a while, but as always, what did you guys think of it? I'm the Artie Dans, you are watching SHOCKMANIA. Thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you next time.